2022, and I apologize for not getting a Christmas photo shoot out. I wanted to do the sexy Christmas photos like I did with the booty shorts and the halter top.
It would have been amazing. I think I have all that for you.
I actually have the entire outfit, which I can still do.
And I don't doubt
If
this.
we get enough likes on this video, I will send that photo shoot out to the Instagram. What do you think is a good fair amount? We have 154 subscribers.
154. What? Cut that in half. I can't do math. I don't know why I said like I know what I'm talking
cut that
about.
in half.
So 154. Let's do
72?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. 75.
75?
150, yes. Yeah, that works.
So if we get about 75 likes on this video, then I will go ahead and do a sexy Santa shoot. Not in the same area, but definitely with pines in the back. Even if I have to pull out the fake Christmas trees, we'll go ahead and do a sexy Santa shoot for the month of January for the Instagram. But again, we have to get to 75 likes, which isn't too hard considering that we usually break around the 40 range. That being said, this is my sister, the Rose Garcia.
Hello.
And today, what are we drinking?
Ooh, today we're drinking You're Welcome from Alosta Brewery.
So Alosta Brewery, we have 3 amazing glasses. 2 we have on display tonight. The normal glass that I drink out of is in my room that, it's my normal glass. So we have this regular beer can, which is, I think, a normal...
16 ounces. No,
For a
12
beer?
ounces.
12 ounce? 12 ounce
ounces.
for a normal beer can.
I only know this because I have these.
And then this is one of their fancier beer glasses, which I believe is the same amount of 12 ounces. Alosta Brewery is a Covina brewery company, which there are a lot of brewery companies out in this area. So we will be exploring many of the companies out here, beers. Hopefully we'll be going out to the breweries a lot more. But tonight we're going to be hanging out here at our own bar here. So we have You're Welcome in the Crowler, which is 6.9% alcohol by volume. Literally canned today, and if you are watching the intro, you're going to go ahead and see the way that they can these on the spot for us, which is pretty amazing. That being said, let's go ahead and take some deep swigs from our beer and see how it's going. So, the first time that I drank I felt a lot of ambrosia, which I got a confirmation of that there is ambrosia in here from the brewer. Now, him keeping the secrets to himself did not tell me the rest of the hops, but that's okay. What did you get from the beer?
So, what I got from this beer, definitely, you can taste the very ale-ness of it. Like, you can't really mistake this with any of your other beers. Very hearty. You can definitely taste the hops on it. It's a very bold taste. So, I actually kind of really like it. I think earlier we kind of discussed like when would we have this during drinking, and I would.
This is a pretty. Before we get to that, this is a pretty middle of the road beer, isn't it?
Oh, definitely middle of the road.
If you
like this can go either way.
If you think red ale, well, not middle of the way as it can go either way. It's just, if you think red ale, that's exactly what this is.
Well, yeah.
This is a red ale. This does not fall in any other category. But I would have to say that a downfall of this beer, of being so specifically of a red ale, is there's nothing that makes it stand out above any other red ale.
Yeah.
If we had this in a lineup of red ales, this could fall under any umbrella. It wouldn't stand under the beer that we had earlier today.
So we actually had the Winchester from Vendetta Brewery.
Which was a
really
fantastic.
It was an English red ale.
That had a mint on it?
I didn't detect the taste of the mint on it. He did. I think my palate was...
I said nutmeg.
No. Yeah, you did. That
I
nutmeg
said
was...
nutmeg. You said it was mint. I said it was nutmeg.
remember.
So there was a distinguished.
I might have brushed my teeth.
There was a distinguished flavor on the beer that had a bit of a snap to it. This beer is definitely an amazing red ale. It just has no distinguishing makers to stand out among other red ales, I believe personally. I don't know if you think anything.
I don't think it has any bold flavors other than the boldness itself of it being a red ale. It doesn't have. I agree with my person.
Co-host here.
My co-host here.
You can say brother. I don't give a shit.
Brother. I agree with my brother. I honestly don't think it has anything distinguishable about it. I did enjoy it. It is a good beer. It's not something that if I were tasted and be like, oh, I'm never going to drink this. It is a very good beer. It's an enjoyable beer. I can see myself drinking it continuously. But
as a red ale, though, how does it stand out?
It doesn't stand out as...
But
it doesn't stand out in any which way on the red ale.
If you went to a bar and you said, I want a red ale, and they gave you this.
I knew I got a red ale.
And you'd be okay with it? You would not be okay with it?
No,
you would be upset with it?
If I went into a bar...
about it.
If I went into a bar and I asked for... I'm trying to think what Killian's Red is, what seems something that would be on tap, and they didn't have that on tap, then I would go ahead and then I'm like, well, I just want a red ale, and they gave me this. I don't think I would be disappointed with it because I asked for a red ale and I got a red ale. So this is a very standard red ale. I think if there was nothing else and I was kind of just looking to drink and I didn't know what I wanted and I was content with just drinking a red, I would probably order this one all night.
I think with you saying that, I believe this should be on tap at every fucking bar.
I mean, this would be...
Only because, I mean...
For somebody who doesn't know what they want...
Well, no, if you want a red ale, but if they don't have your red ale...
This would be a great substitute.
Be perfect.
Yeah.
Because this is a deadline. I mean, as you were saying, well, they don't have Killian, but they got this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they don't have any other red, I honestly believe that Alosta Brewing nailed the
So if you have a
standard
bar,
red
this
ale.
should actually be a standard on your bar.
This should be a staple. This should be
It
a
really
staple.
should.
Alosta Brewing red ale right here.
Because there's nothing disappointing about the beer. There really isn't, other than the fact that
there's nothing that stands out about
there's nothing amazing about it. Mediocre gets you far in life.
Jesus Christ.
I mean...
It's a factual statement. It's a great beer. It's a great beer. I honestly...
I mean, look, how much I've drank. Because it's easy to take in. It's a good beer.
Where would you have this beer at? So if you had an ideal place to have this beer, if you think about it, you close your eyes, you think about winter, summer, spring, what is the ideal season?
I think for me, an ideal season for myself is probably around fall. And I kind of changing up my answer from earlier. More in fall because I can see myself drinking this while camping, and I normally camp around the fall time. So, because I'm not much of a summer camper. But I do a lot of fall camp events, and this is something that I can see myself easily packing it onto my bike,
In the garage.
putting it in my packs, and yeah, just basically packing up on my bike and heading out to wherever I'm going to be camping for that time. So this would be a perfect one because, again, there's nothing that's going to mess with any type of beers that I might have also while camping. It's not going to mess with any flavors because it's a very specified flavor, so it kind of goes with anything. It's basically a blank palette. So, quite delicious, quite wonderful, and pretty good.
So, camping, going through, would you have this during your summer camping events?
I think...
What's your preferred beer type for summer camping events?
Ooh. So, here's my background. Whenever my fall to for any type of beer that I go and drink out, it's 805s. those are kind of that's my bottom base. This actually would probably still substitute my 805. I can probably drink it throughout anytime. I can drink it through the summer. But I mean, if I'm going to be out in the hot days camping, I think I would probably go.
This is a bit dry for that, right?
I would go with something a little bit lighter, yeah. I want something more refreshing.
So, the Alosta, you're welcome. An amazing red ale, I believe.
Definitely.
We both believe. The glasses that they have, I honestly believe we're assisted by a Cicerone only because the different types of glasses they have conform to the different types of beers that there are. These are only 2 of the type of glasses they have. I have 1 more, and they also have a couple more at the brewery that I have not gotten yet. So I believe that the brewers there definitely know what they're doing, and they're not afraid to share their knowledge. I was asking about home brewing, and they were able to give me a lot of advice on it. And they didn't give me the hops on that, only because the brewer that created that specific beer, this specific beer, was not on hand at the time. And that's perfectly fine. So I look forward to tasting many more of Alosta Brewing beerings. And if you're in Covina, California, and you happen to swing by Alosta, definitely try out their beers. Each of their signatures definitely hit the marks that they're aiming for, but they don't really stand out as pioneers. But I do believe that with the amount of pioneers that they have today in every class, a steadfast horse is going to go a lot further. If you get a beer that tastes like a red, you get a Pilsner that tastes like a Pilsner, and you get a lager that tastes like a lager, and they're all from the same company,
are you really doing anything wrong? Because you're kind of getting things in the mark.
Exactly. So, you don't always need to stand out as long as you're hitting that fucking mark. Blogs about me just dicking around in life. Now, that being said, the next event we're doing is on the 22nd, which is going to be...
It's the 21st at the Republic, the Tire Slayer event that they're doing. It's basically a pregame to the Mooney show, which is on the 22nd at Irwindale Speedway. So that looks like it's going to be fun.
And if you're not tracking, if you go to the Hyenas Den Instagram page, we got the Bobbers and Choppers outfit from the last Tire Slayer event
at the Republic.
So there is debates on whether we're going to be wearing the Bobbers and Choppers outfit to the next event.
I'm voting yes.
We may do it if we have a camera person for the event. If we don't, then there's no real reason for us to be wearing the outfit. So, things are going to happening. This is a year 2022. Everybody, make the best of it. And remember, as your cackle leader says, every day you're alive is a goddamn gift. So make the fucking best of it. Cheers.
Cheers.
2022.
I didn't mean to break
Jesus.
it.